Hello you all, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain one question, factorization, question of factorization from the chapter polynomial of class 9, asked by one of my student. The polynomial is x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. How to factorize this? Just I am going to explain. See students, first of all we will apply here the factor theorem. Factor theorem says that when any value or any number, when it's substituted in the value of polynomial and the value of polynomial becomes 0, then the value substituted for the x will lead to one of the factor of this polynomial. Now let us see. I am going to write the polynomial. Just we will assume this polynomial equal to fx or px, whatever. Now see, I am going to take the value. Students, here see the last term is constant and this x cube is free from any of the coefficient, means the coefficient of x cube is 1. Whenever the coefficient of x cube is 1, then we will directly see the all factors of 120. All the factors of 120. And suppose if you will get any coefficient here, x cube, if x cube has any coefficient 5 or 6, any number, then we will divide this whole polynomial by 5. Clear? And then we will obtain here the constant term and we will find the factors of that very constant term. But here x cube is free from the coefficient, that is x cube has a factor 1. So we will see for 120. Now see, I am going to substitute the value of x. Place the value of x plus 1 minus 1 factor of 120 plus 2 minus 2 plus 3 minus 3 plus minus 4 plus minus 5 plus minus 6 plus minus 8 plus minus 10 and so on, plus minus 12. These are the factors when substituted here in the value of x in place of x, and the value of polynomial becomes 0. Then that value of x leads to the factor of one of the factor of this polynomial. Now see, I am going to take the values. First I am going to substitute here 1, and definitely we are going to get the value of the polynomial equal to 0. See how f1 is equal to 1 minus 23 plus, just I am going to explain it in detail. So 1 cube minus 23 into 1 square, 142 into 1 minus 120. So it will be 1 into 23, 1 minus 23, then 142 minus 120. Now these two terms will give you minus 143, and these two will give you minus 143, plus 143. So 143 and minus 143. The result is 0. It means we have substituted the value of x equals to 1. So it leads to the factor. See, x minus 1 equals to 0. That is x minus 1 is factor of the polynomial fx. So one of the factor is known now, students. What do we have to do? Now from here we have two steps, two different methods. So any of the method can be used. Just I am going to explain it by directly factorization. First, both methods I will explain. First we will directly factorize it. Clear? Those who will feel comfortable, directly factorize it. See. So it is cubic polynomial. Then we will write 3 times x minus 1 as a factor. So students, suppose this is biquadratic polynomial, that is having degree 4. Then we will write this x minus 1 4 times. Now see this polynomial, and here we have to write first term and this first term. What we have taken common from this first term, so that this x cube only gives x as a quotient. So here you will find that dividing it by x square, Means when we multiply these two terms, it will give you x cube. The first term will be obtained. Now I have written x square. Now think for last term 120. What will you take common from the last term so that in place of minus 120 you will get minus 1? Yes, you are going to take 120 as a common. Now see, at the last term, what will we take common from this 120 so that minus 1 will be left over here. So it will be 120. When we will take 120 as a common, then it will be minus 1 will be left in the bracket. Now see, what I am going to do is just after this, multiply these two and this two and see what happens. I am not going to write at the just after this step, just before this step I am going to write. Students, it is actually the splitting of the middle, splitting two terms. Two terms I am going to split. Even after simplifying them, this polynomial should be obtained. Now here I have multiplied this to x cube, multiply this to x square minus x square, multiply 120 by x, you will get 120x, and then multiply here, you will get minus 120. Now see for the here what types of polynomials will be written, so that we have to complete minus 23x square and 142x. See carefully. Here you will find 23x square. So here I will write minus 22x square, because minus minus plus, and then this result will be obtained. So I have split minus 123 minus 23 into minus x square and 22x square. Now next, see 142. Here I have written 120x. I have written already 120x. So how much is left? 22x. Yes. So here I will write 22x. Now these two will give you the formation of 142, and these two will give you the formation of minus 23x. We have 23x square. Now see, nothing is there. Just I have written whatever the polynomial was, but I have splitted these two terms. Now from these two, from these two terms, from these two terms we will take minus 22x common. See what will remain here, minus 22 and 1x also. Now after multiplying these two, you will find these two terms. Multiplying these two, you will get these two terms, and multiplying these two, you will get this term. Means we are all correct. Now take x minus 1 as a common from all the three terms. You will get x square minus 22x plus 120. After that, students, you know how to factorize the quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. You may do it easily. 12 is obtained when 10 and 12 is multiplied, and when we add this 2, you will get 22. So it is very easily to factorize. You have already studied also. Now, so I am going to write directly x minus 10 and x minus 12. So these two are the factor of this quadratic polynomial, and hence this term is factorized. Now this polynomial is factorized. Now one more method I am going to explain. Those who are comfortable in division, when you will divide this given polynomial by x minus 1, directly you will obtain this as a quotient. Clear? Now I am going to divide it. Now see it. Now see the students, for division of the polynomial, just we will divide this polynomial by x minus 1, because x minus 1 is the factor of this polynomial. And student, I have released so many videos how to divide polynomial by another polynomial. See, So here we will give it by x square times. So x square will be multiplied to both the terms, and the product is written downside here. So x square. Now change of sign takes place because we are subtracting plus minus 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 22x square plus 142x. Now see how many times it will take. 22 times. One x should also be there. Now see 22x square. When we multiply this 22x by both the terms, we will get 22x square, then plus 100. Here also 22x. After that change of sign, subtraction, it will be negative, and then 142 minus 22x, it will be 120x, and then minus 120 should be there. Now after that we will divide it by 120 times. So 120 is multiplied both the terms, we will get 120x, then minus 120, and nothing will remain, both will be cancelled by changing the sign. Now this, you know how to factorize. By splitting the middle term, you will get the factor. So you may write, finally, after factorizing this, you may write first x minus 1 is the factor, another x minus 10 was the factor, third x minus 12. Clear? These two terms are factorized. These two terms are obtained after factorizing this. These two are the factors. Now I think it was the another method what I told. Now I think you must have enjoyed this video, and you must have understood properly how to factorize cubic polynomials and the polynomials of the degree more than 4. Thank you all of you. If this video is fruitful for you, please share and subscribe, and please like it also. Share among your friends. Thank you all of you.